What's going on, guys? So we're back with a new video, and in today's one I'm going to be talking about the new toxic zones in DayZ. So in this video I want to go through pretty much everything you need to know about the toxic zones. So where you can find clothing, where you can find the POX, antidote, all the info you need to know about the dynamic zones, and all the info you need to know about the static zones. So let's get straight into it. So the static zones are located at Riffy and at Pavlovo military base. They are now tier 4 loot, so if you're really lucky you can end up finding stuff like M4s, LARs, VSSs. We found a VSS and an M4 when we went in there, so we were quite lucky. There are 78 dynamic zones around Charnaris, and there is 37 dynamic zones in Livonia. You can see pictures of each on screen right now, showing you everywhere where a dynamic artillery can drop. The artillery can spawn 3 to 6 at a time, and so they can hit different areas at once. You can be on Northwest Airfield, and Northwest Airfield can get hit twice with an artillery strike. It's happened to me, so you need to be very careful of this. The dynamic zones tend to last about 20 minutes in that area, and then they will disappear. And they are also 100 meters in diameter. The artillery also kills all zombies and animals in the blast radius, and it will spawn in then the new NBC zombies. The gas mask with a filter, so this is the white gas mask, black gas mask, will last 8 minutes if the filters are completely full, and the combat gas mask, which has a built-in filter, will last 12 minutes if it's completely full. NBC clothing and filters and all that type of stuff can be found either at fire stations or hospitals. That's the main area where you're going to find these things, and then you can find some at military locations as well. You can now also find NBC gear at the new Krasnov Medical Center that is being added at the airfield. This is where you're most likely going to find all the NBC gear that you need. The filters for the gas masks do come in different variations, so you might find one that's completely full, you might find one that is not as full, and you might find one that is pretty much empty. The more full your filters are, the better. The POX antidote, this can be found in the static zones at Riffy and Pavlovo, and it can also be found now on the NBC zombies as well. So if you see an artillery strike and you want to go into it when you have all your full gear, you can go into it, and if you kill these zombies you can now find filters and the POX antidote on these zombies. Going into zones without any protective gear will slowly kill you. You will start vomiting blood, and you will start bleeding quite rapidly as well. You'll get multiple cuts the longer you stay in there. Wearing different types of clothing, so say you have firefighter clothing on, you can walk in there. You still will get cut, but you won't get cut as much, so clothing does make a little bit of a difference. Wearing a gas mask will stop you vomiting, but you will still be bleeding if you don't have the full NBC suit on. When you have a gas mask on and you're in the toxic zone and you want to swap a filter out, you can just drag it straight on and it will instantly replace the other filter there, so you don't have to be worrying about whether you will gasp for air or anything like that when swapping masks or filters. That's pretty much it for the toxic zones and everything we know about them. I'm just doing a more basic video on it just to give you the simple tips and tricks and the few pointers about it. But if you want a full video, detailed video on the toxic zones, you can check out the one Wobo done. I will leave it linked in the description down below and in the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that one out as well. And yeah, until then, let me know what you thought, and I shall catch you guys next one. So peace out for now.